Today, here we are going to discuss the document type definitions. What do you mean by document types definitions of internet programming subject? Now, what indicated document type definitions? Document type definitions DTD describe the legal element of XML document. What it indicate? It indicate the legal elements of XML document. That means it describe the more precisely structures of your documents. What are the structures you have? That structure को define करने का काम हमारा DTD करता है. That is very important related to DTD. Now, what is next point here we have? In simple word, we can say that the DTD define the document structure with a list of legal elements and attributes. What are the elements here we have? What are the list of legal elements? What are the list of legal elements here and what are the attributes here we have related to that? That is very important related to DTD. Actually, DTD and XML schema both are used is in the form of WebForm and XML documents. Yes, it's a very true. We should avoid the error in XML document because they will stop the XML programs. In single DTD can be used in many XML files. Document type definition data sent along with the DTD known as a valid XML. What it indicates? The valid XML data sent along with the DTD is known as a valid XML because DTD is used to describe the data more precisely. Data nothing but a structure more precisely. That is very important related to DTD. In DTD we are going to use the parser. What here we are going to use parser. The XML parser could check the incoming data against the rules defining the DTD and make sure that it was a structure incoming. Data sent without DTD is known as a well-formed XML. Both valid and well-formed XML recorded data is in self-descriptive since the descriptive tags are intermixed with the data. DTD helps to ensure that the different people and program can read each other files. What is the use of DTD? DTD helps to ensure that the different people and the programs can read the data each other. DTD define exactly what is and now allowed to appear inside the documents. Here again when we use the DTD, we are going to use the parser concept. What indicate the parser? A parser is a piece of information that takes the physical representations of some data and convert into the in-memory form. It has validating and non-validating. The parser does not check the document against the DTD, only check that document is well formed. Then it is a non-validating. What do we indicate validating? In addition to checking the well-formedness, and parser verifies that XML document conform to a specific DTD. That is, the XML file is written as per the defined by the DTD. What do we mean by validating? What are the defined in the DTD that can be used in the validating form? That is very important related to parser. What do you mean by XML parser? An XML document is well formed if it is formed all the rules of well formedness. It is valid if it is well formed and allow the DTD. All the valid XML documents are well formed but all the well formed documents may not be valid. Document types DTD. If we create the DTD, where we know that the DTD having the two types, first is called as the internal DTD and the second is called as the external DTD. Whenever we create a DTD, the file of extensions of DTD is the .dtd. That is called as a, if we consider the example, if xyz is file name and then that file name is stored with the .dtd extension. That is very important related to DTD. DTD is a document which serves the following purpose. Specify the valid tags that can be used in XML documents. Second point here we have specify the valid tag and specially sequence arrangement. Specify whether the white space is significant is ignored. Sequence is very important. Okay, if you specify the name, address, phone number, you are going to use the name, address, phone number. The DTD used by the XML document is declared after the prologue. The DTD defines XML structure of XML data and similarly in the class template. Here we are going to see the one concept, DTD or simple XML. DTD consists of like say square bracket character. Here you can see the character followed by the series of markup declarations. What are the different types of markup declarations here you have, followed by the right square bracket. Okay, XML version 1.0 standalone as document type message bracket, that is called a square bracket, element message, that in the angle bracket, basically elements message, any message, here we close it and close it. The message is most simplest XML document. Okay, so this is related to simple XML specifications. The main features of DTD. What are the features of DTD? DTD is a simple language with only four type statement: document type, element, and entity. Okay, document type statement define the one document type. Within the document statement, one or more element statement and at least statement and some entity statement are included to define the document types. DTD statements that define the document type can be included in the XML file. What indicate DTD? DTD statement that define the document type can be included inside the XML file. Second, DTD statement that define the document that can be stored as a separate file and linked to the XML file. Obviously, how we declare the DTD, again we have discussed here. Document type, root elements, internal DTD statements. What are the internal DTD statement here we required? This is the way to declare the declarations, how we declare the DTD. Now already we have discussed that DTD has the two types. One is called as the internal DTD and the second is called as the external DTD. What indicate internal DTD? The XML and DTD are the same file. What indicate, what are the XML file here we have and the DTD file under the same. Now doctoid root element declarations. This is a way to declare it. Extended DTD, where we need to create the external, that means extra DTD file, and we have to call in that file using which is created with the help of .dtd extensions. That is very important related to DTD. Now we are going to see the example of internal DTD. Here you observe XML version 1.0. Doc type, what here we have give the doc type book. It is a root elements. Now the element book, it having the three titles, number of pages, price and editions. The element title is a PC data types, is a parsable data. Number of pages, second sequence it has number of pages. Third sequence here PC data again price, and the fourth is called as a editions, is again PC data. It is all are the parsable data which having the name and character and number. Now we need to use all the sequence in proper way. Where we have the book is a root element. That root contains the title, number of pages is the elements, price, editions. We have write all the things in the same sequence. What are the sequence already we have created? That same sequence here we have observed. That is very important related to internal DTD. This is an example related to how we declare the internal DTD. Now here we are going to see the how we declare the external DTD. Already I have discussed that external DTD is saved with the .extension file. Here you observe the sample of file XML version 1.0 doc type book system test.dtd. This is a way to declare the DTD. Doc type book system test is the name of the DTD file where you have created externally. Text.dtd. This is a book title, XML product, references, book, number of pages, price, editions, and book where we call in file. This is the external DTD where we have created test.dtd, element, book, what are the title, number of pages, price and editions where we already we have created in externally. That text.dtd we have call in this file. How we call this file? This file we can call with the doc type book system test.dtd. So this is an example related to internal DTD and external DTD. So thank you.